Feel free to bring that tambourine. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up off your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let's do that again. Everybody get up on your feet. Woo! See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. All right, everyone, say hello to your neighbor. Fantastic. The Elevate Trio, Pablo Cardenas on piano, Peter Dowse on electric bass, and Kelby MacNayr on the drums. Can everybody give the band a hand, please? Woo! And for those of you who walked in just a few moments ago, notice that Kelby is back from Hawaii. Yay! Fantastic. All right, so go ahead and sit down, take a load off. Welcome to Elevate. And before I go on, I'm going to ask, is there anyone who's here on a Wednesday for the first time? Yeah, we have a couple of new people. So welcome Bindi and welcome Kathy. Thank you for joining us here at Elevate tonight. How about we let them know how delighted we are that they're here? We love you. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here. All right, how about giving them a hand again? All right. So I'm super delighted to be here because I got to say, today was a day, this week has been a week, this month, this year so far. And it's so nice to be here and just like get revved up, and do what we come to do, which is expand our mind, open our heart, and further activate our soul. And that's what we're doing, whether we're here on a Wednesday night, whether we're here on a Sunday morning, or a whole bunch of other times in between. And what we're doing as we're opening, expanding, and activating is basically remembering that there's only one thing going on. And call it whatever you will. Some people call it spirit, some call it source, universe, energy, God. Here at VTC, we like to talk about it as love a lot. And we teach that because there's this only one thing going on, and if you want to call it love, I'm going to call it love right now, then that means that everyone and everything is love. There is nowhere that love is not. There is nothing that is not love. And because it's the only thing that's going on, it means that each and every one of us here, Kathy, Keely, Bindi, Coralina, everyone tuned in online, the band, everyone and everything is pure, essential love expressing. And not just a little of it, not just sometimes, but all of it all the time. And we are the ones who get to decide how much of that love, that energy, that creativity, that awesomeness we get to experience from one now moment to the next and the next and the next. So if we're the ones who get to decide, we're the ones who are in charge of our lives, how does that sound on a Wednesday evening here at Elevate? Woo! Okay, huzzah. All right, so let us also remember where all of this goodness and greatness is happening, that we are on the unceded lands of the Lekwungen peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt nations. And if we take a look at a phrase that you can find on the Esquimalt Nation's website, finding new ways to give voice to our culture. And so the reason that this caught my eye was because I thought this is so much what we're doing here. Like this community, the Victoria Truth Center, it goes back over 100 years in Victoria. And if you think, is it looking the same right now as it did 100 years ago, 10 years ago even, 5 years ago? Totally different. Every single now moment is a brand spanking new opportunity to find new ways to give voice to our culture. So whether it is us revering and being grateful for the fact that these lands that we are on right now have been stewarded so beautifully, so reverentially, and we get to participate and do what it is that we're doing here, or whether it is that we're looking at our community and seeing how our community is evolving and building and radiating out into the world. Whatever way you look at it, every single brand spanking new moment is an opportunity to heal, to grow, to connect, to expand into something greater than what is happening right now. So grateful to be able to live and breathe and work and play and co-create on these lands, in this space, in this moment. Aishka. All right, gentlemen, it is time for some reflective music.
Hello. There we go. So typically, this moment would be an instrumental moment, but we put our heads together and thought we would do a song about relationship. Since I was away, I didn't get a lot of time to reflect upon relationship, or at least experience all the great thoughts and conversations you all have had. But this song stuck out for me. It's an old song, and maybe you'll know it. It was a hit for Frank Sinatra many years ago, and Peter also showed us a great George Benson recording, so if you like it, you can check those out. Here we go. You want to set me up in B flat? We can do it out of actually first. Up in the morning, out on the job, work like the devil for my pay, while that lucky old sun has nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Fuss with my woman, toil for my kids, and work till I'm wrinkled and gray, while that lucky old sun has Can't you know I'm pining? Tears all in my eyes. Send down that cloud with a silver lining. Take me to paradise. Show me that river, guide me across, wash all my troubles away, like that lucky old sun. Give me nothing to do but roll around heaven all day.
And so just taking a few moments to revel in that paradise, to know that every single moment of every single day, we're at opportunity to create our own heaven from one now moment to the next. And so as we open up our minds, as we open up our hearts, as we open up our souls to all of this beauty and artistry that has been offered, that is activating that dynamism and essential love that we all are at our core. What an absolute gift and blessing it is to be in community and to be reminded through this wonderful gift of melody and harmony and phrasing, through this love that expresses as music, that every single moment of every single day, Pure love expresses in, through, and as everyone and everything. And the more that we focus our attention on that, the more that we focus our time, energy, and attention on the truth of who and what we are, the truth of who and what everyone and everything is, the more we notice, recognize, and amplify that in ourselves and everyone and everything around us. So for all of the love that is present, knowing that our very time together, this Elevate experience is founded and grounded in pure, essential love, I simply say thank you for it all, knowing that for everything that is present, there is always, always more. So as we tune in to our relationship with each now moment, let us open up to the heaven that we can create for ourselves, for our community, and our world, as we focus on the love that is the only thing that is going on. Thank you, and so it is. Thank you, gentlemen. And now if you'd like to clap and express for the band. So beautiful. And Kelby, it's so nice to hear your voice in this space again. Like, it's been 3 weeks. We've missed you. Whew. All right. Well, thank you very much for that beautiful, beautiful tune. So, final Wednesday of the month for our theme of relationship. And the affirmation that we've been looking into this month is, when I tend to relationships with openness, commitment, authenticity, and love, I experience life as it truly is, rather than what it appears to be. And so there are a few people who have been here every Wednesday. Some people have been a few times. Some people are here for the first time today. Whatever state, I am wondering, what's coming up for people in terms of relationship? What's coming up in terms of this affirmation? What is relationship looking like now in this moment, now that you've had almost an entire month to marinate on this theme? I know that there's some stuff that wants to be shared, and so I'm going to ask, who's the first person who would like to offer a very brief share? Mahoney, come and get it. Also known as Glenn. Glenn. Glenn, my husband.
Is it on? I'm Glenn. This is the sound of my voice. I was away last weekend to Ontario, to Toronto, for a memorial service weekend for my niece who passed. And she was very much loved, and the number of people that showed up, so this word relationship is coming up for me, and commitment, and being, thousands of miles away from my family, and most of them are in that area and around Toronto, and some are, Whitehorse and PEI and Mexico, and people came. So it was really nice to be with family, but that word commitment, I'm thinking that's the one I think I'm lacking in terms of dealing with my own relationship with my family. So, because there was some kind of, there's a little bit of unspoken, it's been too long since we've spoken, since we've reached out to one another. And I think the love was there, the openness, it was great just being around little children. Some of them I'd never met yet, because we've been in Victoria since 2016, I guess. But yeah, this word commitment goes into, according to the thesaurus, dedication, pledge, and responsibility are the aspects. And dedication or devotion to family, I like to think I'm devoted, but maybe not as much as I could be. And the responsibility, duty, and obligation aspect, I don't know about that one. I think it feels like a heavy burden sometimes, being with our family. But the others just, they were there. Everyone was authentic with each other. And we revealed stuff about one another and just, of course, cried a little bit. And it was just nice to be in that I don't know what's going to happen mode with people I hadn't seen in so long. But anyway, I have to work on commitment, is what I'm saying. Thank you.
Hold on to that. Thank you. Thank you, Honey Bunch, for that share. Very vulnerable and frank and honest share. Is there anyone else who would like to offer something? Keely's got her hand up right there in the front row.
It's something that came up for me as Glenn was talking about commitment. And I've found what's helped me develop that quality is practicing compassion, because compassion is something that requires you to be committed and devoted to doing that, because it can be really hard to see good in other people sometimes, or even in yourself, and that can make it really hard to want to care. And I find that when you choose to be compassionate, you're choosing to be committed and devoted to showing up in a way that's loving. Because I feel sometimes just saying commitment, it's a little bit like I gotta force myself. And sometimes, if you're walking up a mountain, you get tired and you don't want to do it and you keep going. But that's because ideally you practice some self-compassion and you say, no, I can do this. It's not just about beating yourself up and being like, oh, suck it up, shove that feeling down, but turning that uncomfortable feeling into something that's helping you grow. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm hearing a lot of intentionality and focus and personal responsibility for your experience and how you relate to others. So thank you for that, Keely. One more brief share. Coralina right there. John, did you have your hand up too? Okay. Yeah, if they both went at the same time.
Okay. So life as it truly is rather than what it appears to be. On Friday, the man that I've been doing compassionate care for the last 8 months passed away, holding my hand, while I played his favorite song on repeat in the hospital. And rather than seeing that as, oh my God, this man just died, I saw him die, and going in that place of, I don't know what to do or how to do this or how to handle this. It was the first time I ever saw somebody die, ever. Mm-hmm. So I've been going through the memorabilia of all the photographs I've taken over the last 8 months, and I've shared it with the family, and I wrote a speech, and the celebration of life is tomorrow. And yes, I've had some tears. And I don't feel in a way that I would have felt maybe 5 years ago if this had happened. I feel like this is the cycle of life, and this is the way that it works. And now that I've seen somebody die for the first time, my eyes have opened in a way that I could never even imagine. And so today, on my way here, I look to my left on Dallas Road and I see a couple and their dog, and their dog's in the flowers, and they're taking a picture. And that's all I saw on my drive, except one other thing. A family with the backdrop of the beautiful oceans, and they're taking a photo. Mm-hmm. And that's what stood out for me. Before Edward was his name, had passed, I wasn't noticing those things. Mm. So that's my share.
Coralina, that is beautiful. Thank you. That microphone can go back to John. What I'm hearing, what I'm experiencing as I listen to you talk is that the gift of presence that you gave Edward by just being there, just being present, even when you're like, I'm not exactly sure what to do, but just being fully present, ended up also being a gift that was given to you in return, because now you're seeing life for what it truly is. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. John.
So after hearing that sharing, I'm just not going to come in and share right now. I just want to let that sit as it is.
Okay.
And I can share some other time.
All right, fair enough. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Beautiful shares. Very thoughtful, very thought-provoking. And, oh no, I need this. And yeah, so thank you. Thank you for your presence, for your attention, and for just leaning in to the monthly theme every time. And, whatever it is that's coming up for you, for those of you brave enough and candid enough to share, thank you. Okay, time for the feature tune. So, yeah, B flat. So, Glenn played me a tune, a Sinead O'Connor tune. About a month ago, when relationship was just a theme that was just sort of presenting itself, and I'd never heard this song before. Because I was like, I was a Sinead fan, and I was listening until a certain point, and then that's it kind of thing. So I'm like stuck, like in the 90s sort of thing. And so this song was like, oh my God, this is perfect for Relationship Month. And Kelby and I talked about it, and somehow the decision was made that I was going to sing it. So the lyrics are very, very simple and repetitive. Some of you might know this song, Thank You for Hearing Me. And even if you don't, do whatever it is that calls to you as the gentlemen are playing, as I'm singing. Feel free to put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and sing along if you want, okay? Because it's a beautiful, beautiful song. I will talk more about it after the talk. And I'm finding that my mouth is really dry, so I'm going to take a sip of tea. Thank you for hearing me. 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 Thank you for loving 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 me. Thank you for seeing 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 me. And for not leaving 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 me. Thank you for staying. silence with me. Thanks for silence with me. Thanks for silence with me. Thanks for silence with me. Thank you for holding me and saying I could be. Thank you for saying, baby. Thank you for holding me. Thank you for thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you for tearing me apart. Now I'm a strong, strong heart. Thank you for breaking my heart. The Elevate Trio, Pablo Cardenas, Peter Dowse, Kelby MacNayr, and me. And poor Alina, thank you for the harmony in the back of. Oh my God. Whoo. All right.
What's her name?
Coralina, yeah. Coralina used to do music and mantras here, maybe will again, and when we would get together on a Monday evening, all of the chanting and the vocalizing with Coralina, who's got one of the most beautiful, rich, crystal clear voices I have ever heard.
Thank you. Now back to you. That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, I am switching mics. Okay. Wow. Slightly nerve-wracking. Okay. And Lexa, if you're watching, thank you. That's my vocal coach, who has the voice of an angel and happens to be Hoagie Carmichael's grandniece, for all you jazz aficionados out there. Okay, so I would like to bring back the quote that we had in meditation, which is, "It's not trauma itself that defines us. It is the meaning we make of our experiences that defines both who we are and who we ultimately become." And that is from the Book of Forgiving by Bishop Desmond Tutu and his daughter, Reverend Mpo Tutu. And that's actually the book that I'm going to be using in the forgiveness course that I'm starting on April 12th, Saturday. And I know some of you are registered for it. Fantastic. But this is a beautiful, beautiful book, a powerful book. I have read it probably about 15 to 20 times at this point, and I've been reacquainting myself with it over the last week or so as I get ready and start prepping for this course. And there's so much in there, and every time I read it, I receive and get something else out of it. And so the reason that I thought some of what's happening in that book goes with this song is because this song is a song about heartbreak. And when I first told Lexa, my coach, that I was going to sing it, she's like, "The whole thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" She goes, "Because it's so sad. It's a song about heartbreak and loss." And I thought, wow, isn't that interesting? Because even before I knew all the lyrics of the song, when I first heard it, then to me, it was a song about gratitude and hope and about being so grateful and appreciating the opportunity to be broken apart in heartache and then recognizing that there is something new that is emerging. And also knowing that the person who wasn't responsible for the heartache, but was part of the heartbreak experience, was also there to hold her. And so what I discovered just a few days ago was that Sinead O'Connor actually wrote this song shortly after she and Peter Gabriel broke up. That was news to me. I didn't even know they'd been together, like I know everything. But it was like, wow, that's a cool couple. But yeah, so this was one of her ways of getting over that heartbreak. And so what a beautiful, beautiful song, and what a beautiful message for us about allowing ourselves to break apart. Because when we do, there is something so profound and so beautiful that can emerge. So there's another quote that I have from the Book of Forgiving, which is, "Growth happens through obstacles and only with resistance. A tree must push up against the dirt, the solid resistance of the ground, in order to grow. Muscles," I've talked about this before, "muscles grow when we apply a counterforce of resistance against them, but first they tear apart and break down, only to become even stronger in the rebuilding." And so the title of my talk today is, Allow Yourself to Break. Okay? How often do we try to keep it together, hold it together, to put on, whatever face, just so that we can get through the day, we can get through the experience, we can get through the relationship, whatever it is? What if we just allowed ourselves to break? What if we allowed ourselves to just be fully present with what was happening, even if we don't know what it is we're supposed to do in the moment? But just be fully present with all the feelings that are bubbling up, all of the ideas, all of the thoughts, all of the memories, and just hold space for all of that as our heart might be breaking. Knowing that even as that heart is breaking, even as all these feelings are bubbling up and memories are being stirred, that there is that within us that now has the opportunity to shine, to radiate, to emanate through that brokenness that much more brilliantly than before. And so the reason that I chose this image is because I don't know if it's like a for real bowl, that pottery, or not, but there is this Japanese art, in that picture, I'm not 100% sure, but there is this art of repair for vases, a Japanese art of repair called kintsugi. And so when a vase breaks, it will be painstakingly put, and very, very compassionately put back together with lacquer that might have gold in it, or the lacquer and then gold painted afterwards. And this takes weeks or months even for just one vase to be repaired, because there is so much attention and focus put into it. But the whole point of it is that the symbolism of it is that the imperfections are part of who we are, and in the imperfection is absolute beauty. And in those imperfections and in that beauty is a strength that is so profound that that bowl, that vase, we are so resilient that we end up being stronger than we were before. So just like the tree, that germinates as a little tiny seed and a little sapling that pushes its way through the soil, it needs to kind of get beat up by the wind, here and there. It needs to go through certain storms, because if it doesn't build up the strength to withstand the storms when it's a big, big tree that's huge and so much of it is above ground with maybe only a tiny root system that is under the ground to hold it in place. And that's the same thing with us. Like, we get to move through all of these circumstances. We get to navigate whatever it is that is going on in our lives that is challenging, that is hard, that is painful, that we don't understand. We get to break apart and trust and know that there is that in us that is always, always present, that is so vital, that is so essential, that is so powerful, that is so pure, that is so whole, that is so complete. Even when we break apart, it can never, ever break. And that's what ends up coming through, and that's what ends up piecing us back together, allowing us to be stronger and more resilient and more beautiful than before. And so what this comes around to for me is one of the things that we talk about in New Thought teachings, personal responsibility. It's been talked about already tonight. What is it that we are choosing for ourselves from one now moment to the next? What is it that we are focusing on? And whatever we're focusing on, whatever we're paying attention to, are we doing it intentionally, consciously, purposefully, by design? Or are we just kind of doing things by rote based on whatever it is that we've been doing up until now? Studies show that 95% of the time, this is what we're doing. 5% of the time, we are actually using our conscious mind to be present in our lives, to maybe even change the direction, shape the direction of our life experience by thinking something new, consciously, intentionally, purposefully, powerfully. Because we're the ones who create our life experience according to how we use our mind and how we open our heart. Nobody is living our life for us. Nobody is making our decisions for us. We are choosing every single moment of every single day. And so it's up to us. It's up to us to choose. It's up to us to navigate. It's up to us to decide how it is that we're going to respond. So back to the very, very ending lyrics of that song. Thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you for tearing me apart. Now I have a strong, strong heart. Thank you for breaking my heart. To see the blessing and the gift and the opportunity in pain and sorrow and grief and loss and in the most devastating heartbreak, in the moment, it may not be evident. And it can take time before that gift and blessing shows up. But I promise you, if you remain present to what is going on, if you really, really shift your focus and attention within on who and what you truly are, if you surround yourself with people who can remind you, maybe during times like Elevate on Wednesdays, but whatever it is, if that's what you choose, that's what's going to guide you. That is what's going to inform your life experience. That is what is going to support you as you piece yourself back together again. So I just want to leave you with one final quote. When we allow ourselves to break apart, we further activate the infinite power, creativity, and resilience of our being and open ourselves up to a new version of who and what we are. From that brokenness, through gratitude, appreciation, and forgiveness, we emerge stronger, more capable, more beautiful, and ultimately more aware of the love that we truly are. Thank you, and so it is. It's time for conscious conversation. And so I just invite everybody to grab your chairs, get into small groups, 3 or 4, and have about 10, maybe even 15 minutes to just chew on whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever it is that is coming up for you, whatever it is that wants to be shared. Okay? And I'll ding the meditation bowl when it's time to come back. Okay, so here we're gonna love these people up. We love you, we appreciate you, we're breaking apart and opening up with you. And now everyone, let's get a whole lot of love and appreciation happening here. We love you, we appreciate you, we're breaking apart and opening up with you. Now find one person, and you're going to change those we's to I's. You're going to look at one person, and you're going to tell them how much you love and appreciate them. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm breaking apart and opening up with you. All right. Feel free to hug it out. Come on back. I'm going to offer the blessing box. So pick a blessing that you get to keep and then pass it on. All right, and as the box is going around, I want to know how people are feeling right now compared to how they were feeling when they walked in. Much better. Anyone else? Oh my God, I can't believe what I got. All right, what else? Are people feeling uplifted? Sparkly. I'm feeling energized compared to how I was when I arrived. Thank you. So knowing that people are feeling better generally when they than they did when they walked in, just a reminder that whatever it is that you're feeling is always there. It's not something that was added to you or that happened tonight because of what's going on. It was activated maybe, but it's always, always there, and it never runs out. So now is the opportunity to be generous with that spirit, with that love, with that joy, with whatever it is that you're feeling that is feeling good. There are many, many ways to support VTC, and supporting VTC means that we can do more stuff like this. Okay? So however it is that you want to be generous with your spirit, I invite you to place your hands on your heart as we declare with enthusiasm this abundance blessing. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly, and so it is. And so just taking a moment to close our eyes or lower our gaze and just feel the gratitude and appreciation that is appreciating, knowing that every single moment is an opportunity to open up and lean into that abundance that is forever present within our souls, within that wellspring that never, ever, ever runs out, of joy, of beauty, of love, of harmony, of community, of friendship, of intention, and so, so, so much more. So for all of the love, for all of the community, for all of the beauty and joy that is present, knowing that there is always, always more on its way, I simply say thank you for it all, and thank you for tonight's experience of community as we move from one moment to another, steeped in the love that we are together. Thank you, and so it is. All right, I am teaching a forgiveness class that is starting on Saturday, April 12th for 8 weeks. There are some people who already emailed me and let me know. I'm going to pass around a clipboard. If you are interested, please sign up for it. It's going to take place here at VTC from 3 to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. The main book that we're using is this book, The Book of Forgiving. This is going to be a really profound experience. This isn't just a book study. This is an opportunity to actually forgive people in your life. This is an opportunity to forgive and accept yourself. Okay? So not for the faint of heart. Hearts may break in this course. We're also going to dig into Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach, but the main book will be the Forgiving book. So it is by donation. So pay what you wish, pay what your heart leads you to give, and please join us in this class. It is going to be a really, really powerful experience. All right. Okay, if you're not already a member and would like to be a member because you really, really love and appreciate coming here and hanging out with us, and there is something that is life-affirming that is happening for you here, please join us in building community together. There are forms on the back table. If you or someone you know is in need of prayer, anytime you can email prayers@victoriatruthcenter.org. There's also a little butterfly box on the back table there. Just fill out a little form, put it in that box, and our VTC prayer team will pray for you and yours affirmatively. We have had people find homes, find jobs, go into remission from some kind of illness, including cancer, all sorts of different things. Prayer works. It is focused intention on moving energy. And if you're not already signed up for the newsletter, please, there is a sign-up sheet there. It's the best way to stay in touch with what is happening and when at VTC. All right. Fantastic. Okay, well, I'm going to invite everybody to stand up. We're going to sing our final tune, Home by Philip Phillips. For those of you who like to harmonize, please feel free. Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, Gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons that fill you with fear. Trouble that might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Know you're not alone. Gonna make this place your home. Again. One more time. All right, everyone, bless your neighbor for the week. All right, everyone, start getting ready to come back. We're going to settle down. Here we go. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons that fill you with fear. Trouble that might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Know you're not alone. Gonna make this place your home. One more time. All right. Thank you, everyone, for another amazing Elevate at the Victoria True Center. Thank you for being here in person. For everyone who tuned in online, we love you. We appreciate you. We are so glad you're here, and we'll see you next week.